now we are going to see image-based MCQs which are asked in community medicine. See, in your exam, 30% of the paper comprises of image-based questions, where community medicine carries a high weightage of images. So now we will be discussing some of the images which were previously asked or frequently asked in the previous examination, or can be asked as a potential MCQ in the future examination. Those MCQs I will be discussing now in the next 20 minutes. Okay. So students, we will discuss today about some important picture-based MCQs which are asked in your examinations. I am just covering a few important picture-based MCQs. So if you can see on the slide, here is a picture of a scientist. We have to identify who is the scientist. Okay, so this is Robert Koch. Okay, so this is Robert Koch. So he is Robert Koch. He is the father of microbiology. So he is the father of microbiology. He gave the Koch's postulates. Okay, some important points. He was the one who first identified the TB bacilli. He identified anthrax bacilli. Okay, and he invented the aniline dye staining methods. So these are some important contributions of Robert Koch in the field of microbiology. Now identify this second picture. So here you can see they are asking you to identify which is the study design. So here one group A is getting drug A, group B is getting drug B. So they give a certain time period for the drug to wash out. Okay, so it goes like this. So please follow this. First, second, step 1, drug A is given for green color group, drug B is given for red color group. After this, there is a washout period. After that, they are crossing over. Crossing over means the group which was receiving drug A will now receive drug B, and the group which was receiving drug B will now receive drug A, and then you will find out the outcome. So this is a type of crossover RCT. So there are two RCTs, parallel RCT and crossover RCT. This is a classical example of crossover RCT. So if you take RCT, randomization is the heart. Randomization is the heart of a clinical trial. So randomization is the heart of a clinical trial. So what is the advantage of randomization over matching? Randomization removes. So randomization, it removes both known and unknown confounding factors. It removes both known, unknown confounders, whereas matching removes only known confounders. Okay, so that is the difference between randomization and matching. So if you take my lecture series in epidemiology, I would have clearly explained how a randomization is done and what are the advantages of randomization. Now we have to identify this National Health Program. So this National Health Program is basically nothing but RNTCP, that is Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. But now the latest question, that is the latest changeover, is the program has been renamed as NTEP. So the program has been renamed as National Tuberculosis Elimination Program. Previously it was called RNTCP. Now it is called as NTEP, National Tuberculosis Eradication Program. Now what does this picture tell you in this slide? This is identify this National Health Program. This National Health Program is nothing but National Leprosy Eradication Program. National Leprosy Eradication Program. Okay, the national criteria in our country, national country criteria for elimination of leprosy. The criteria for elimination of leprosy is less than 1 per 10,000. So that is the elimination criteria for National Leprosy Eradication Program, where the elimination criteria for leprosy is less than 1 case per 10,000. Okay, per 10,000 population there should be only less than 1 case of leprosy. So this is the picture. A lotus under 2 fingers are the picture of National Leprosy Eradication Program. This is National TB Eradication Program. The previous question. Okay, now the next question. Identify the national health program. You can see a father, you can see a mother, you can see a child. Okay, they have been covered by a circle, and above that there is a mosquito which is sitting here. So you have to identify this mosquito. So mosquitoes, which program in our country? Yes, very good. It is National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. Okay. So what are all the diseases which are covered under this National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program? There are 6 diseases. So if you count NVBDCP, there are 6 letters, NVBDCP. So there are 6 diseases which are covered here. First is dengue, then you have malaria, then you have filaria, then you have chikungunya, then you have leishmaniasis or Kala Azar, then Japanese encephalitis. So these are the 6 diseases which are covered under National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So what are all the diseases which are transmitted by Anopheles mosquito? Anopheles mosquito transmits malaria. What are the diseases which are transmitted by Culex? So there are 2 species of Culex. Culex cuncufasciatus and Culex tritaniorhynchus. Okay. Culex cuncufasciatus transmits Bancroftian filariasis, whereas Tritaniorhynchus transmits Japanese encephalitis. So please, this is a very important point. Japanese encephalitis and Bancroftian filariasis. Aedes transmits dengue hemorrhagic fever, chikungunya, viral arthritis, Rift Valley fever, and Zika virus disease. One more mosquito. We have finished Anopheles, Culex, Aedes, Mansonia. Bruggen filariasis is transmitted by Mansonia. Okay. Now what is this program? This program is nothing but National AIDS Control Program. National AIDS Control Program. Now it has been changed as National AIDS Control, National Strategic Plan for Control of HIV/AIDS 2017 to 2024. 2017 to 2024. Okay, so in this question you have to remember targeted interventions. Targeted interventions. What are the targeted interventions? This is nothing but BCC, which is stands for behavior change communication. Okay, behavior change communication, condom promotion, and voluntary testing. And voluntary testing. So targeted intervention is done for whom? That is the question which is commonly asked. So basically in HIV you should remember there are two populations. One is the high risk population. This is the general population. Okay. So here it is, I am writing high risk population. This is general population. Okay. This is general population. Now there is a population which transmits the disease of HIV from, or transmits the virus from high risk population to general population. This population group is called as bridge population. This population is called as bridge because they bridge the gap between high risk population and general population. Now who are all the high risk population? Now, who are all the high risk population? They are all men having sex with men, homosexual, female sex workers, transgenders or hijras, intravenous drug users. So these are all the high risk population for HIV. From this population, the bridge population will transmit the virus from high risk population to general population. So who are all the bridge population? The bridge population is nothing but your single male migrants, long distance truck drivers. So targeted interventions are targeted towards the bridge population. So targeted interventions are targeted especially towards the bridge population. That point you should remember. Now what does this symbol stands for? It is an I. Okay, yes, you all got it. The program is National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment. The name has been changed as NPCBVI. National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment. Okay, so visual acuity less than 3/60. Visual acuity less than 3/60 is blindness. So visual acuity less than 3/60 is blindness. The most common cause of blindness in India is cataract. Okay, that is the most common cause of blindness in India. Identify the organism. You all know it. It is nothing but SARS-CoV virus, maybe 2 on the perspective of the latest novel coronavirus causing COVID-19 disease. It is transmitted through respiratory droplet nuclei. Droplet nuclei are droplets which are less than 5 microns in size, okay, or aerosols. Okay, causes COVID-19 disease. COVID-19 disease can be mild, moderate, or severe. Okay. Identify the vaccine vial which is kept here. Identify the vaccine vial monitor. This is the vaccine vial monitor which you can see. There are 3 monitors here. This vaccine can be used, but this vaccine cannot be used. This vaccine cannot be used because the inner circle is slightly darker than the outer circle, so therefore discard. the vaccine. Okay. Now what is this apparatus? This apparatus is called as chloroscope. This apparatus is called as chloroscope. Now chloroscope is used to find out the residual chlorine level. The residual chlorine level in drinking water supply, in drinking water. So it is used to find the residual chlorine level in drinking water. Yes, you know that this is a Horrocks apparatus. It is an Horrocks apparatus. The use is to estimate the chlorine demand. The chlorine demand of water. So residual chlorine, chloroscope, whereas chlorine demand of water, you have Horrocks apparatus. I have explained all these things in the environmental chapter. This is an intrauterine copper containing device, copper T380A. The lifespan of copper T380A is 10 years. Okay, that is an MCQ which is asked. What is this mosquito? It is an Anopheles mosquito. The diseases which are transmitted, I have already told you. Why it is Anopheles mosquito? Because it sits at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, mosquito which has got a hunchback is Culex mosquito. Mosquito which has got a hunchback is Culex mosquito. Okay, mosquito which has got stripes on the body and legs. Okay, it is Aedes mosquito. Okay. Now identify the organism. This is called as soft tick. This is a soft tick. So what are the diseases transmitted by soft tick? Relapsing fever. Relapsing fever is a disease which is transmitted by soft tick. Okay. What are the diseases which are transmitted by hard tick? So hard tick, you have tick typhus. Tick typhus. You have tick paralysis. Tick paralysis. Indian tick fever. Indian tick fever. Kaisner forest disease, KFD. So these are all the common. You also have Rocky Mountain spotted fever. So these are all the fevers which are transmitted by hard tick. Now this is a biomedical waste. This is a red bag. Okay, this is a red bag. So what all waste will be dumped into this red bag? All your contaminated plastic waste. Contaminated plastic wastes. Example, syringe. Syringe without needle. So after giving the injection, the syringe will be put in the red bag, the needle will be put in the white bag. Okay. Foley's catheter. Foley's catheter will be put in the red bag. Central venous catheter. Central venous catheter. All the catheters, IV tubings will be put in the red bag. Finally, the red bag will be disposed by autoclaving or microwaving. Autoclaving or microwaving, and then it would be sent for energy making. Once it is destroyed, it is sent for energy making. Okay, so these are all the important picture based MCQs which are asked in community medicine. Okay, thank you.